What's up, guys? Before I start the video, I would like to point out that True Business Review is being ran by two people, me and my name's Dan, and then you might have noticed Mike in the other videos. So we're going to be doing our own separate videos, posting them on the same channel, and sometimes we're going to be collabing and talking about the same topic, as you may have seen in our draft review videos. So if you'd like to see more, just subscribe, like the video. Let's get into it.
When it comes to the best team in the National Football League, a lot of people think of maybe the Ravens, the Chiefs, Super Bowl contenders, the 49ers. But next season, I believe the Seattle Seahawks are going to be one of the best teams in the league and probably make the Super Bowl. So looking at their schedule, it is not too bad, and I do expect them to get a decent amount of wins. So let's start with their road games at Arizona. So Arizona was a little pesky for them last season, and at the end of the season, they destroyed Seattle in Seattle. But Seattle beat them in Arizona in the beginning. So I don't know why I'm saying this, but I actually do believe the Seattle Seahawks are going to win this game. I just feel like Seattle Seahawks are complete enough to win hard games, especially against Arizona, with the addition of DeAndre Hopkins and Isaiah Simmons in the offseason and the draft. But one thing that can completely screw this whole video up is if the Seahawks get rid of Jadeveon Clowney or trade him, because he's definitely a key player to this defense. And if he's gone, then that's probably really bad for the Seahawks defensively. But offensively, with Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf emerging, Russell Wilson, Chris Carson, good running back, not really. We'll see. And this team is going to be a lot better. So it's all to the Jadeveon Clowney trade, but if he's not traded, I do believe Seattle Seahawks are going to be really good and win at Arizona. So next they play the Atlanta Falcons at Atlanta. And I do not think Atlanta's going to be good. I think they're going to be one of the worst teams in the league next season. You can watch my Falcons video with a really, really strong dislike to like ratio. Don't really know why, but we'll see. So I don't think Atlanta's good. And especially against the Seahawks, which are top team in the league, they're going to outcompete Atlanta. Todd Gurley injured. He's already used to playing the Seahawks twice a year, but the Seahawks are already used to playing him. So that injury is not good. He's not the same as he was 2 seasons ago when they were in the Super Bowl. Falcons tight end Austin Hooper, he is gone, and he signed with the Cleveland Browns. He couldn't stand being in Atlanta because it's such a bad team. So I'm going to have to give the Seahawks the W. This is also a very hard pick. It is at Buffalo, and I honestly do believe the Seahawks are going to win this game. I feel like Seattle is good enough to play on the road. I am by no means a Seattle Seahawks fan. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and Seattle just played really good last season, so I'm going to give the props to them in this game. I do believe the Bills should win this game, but I don't know why. I feel like Seattle is going to pull off the upset in Buffalo. It's going to be one of those choke games for the Bills, like how the Bills lost to the Eagles last season. They're not used to playing out of conference teams like the NFC West teams. So I'm going to give the Seattle the win on the road in Buffalo. It's going to be a good game, and I do acknowledge that Buffalo is going to be a lot better next season. The addition of Stephon Diggs. Good draft. Defense is already solid. Josh Allen's going to be popping off. And Devin Singletary is going to be pretty good as a sophomore next season. But with all that being said, I think the Seahawks are going to pull off the upset in Buffalo. So next they play the LA Rams, and I'm going to hand the Rams the win here. So I do say this because obviously it's a division rival, right? And the Rams aren't bad, but they're pretty good, and they're good enough to win against Seattle. We saw it last season. I think Seattle lost like 3 division games, and they had 11-5 record, meaning they played really good against out-of-division teams, which is why I also think they're going to win all those like road games against the Bills, and we'll see. But I don't think they're going to get the win this time. feel like with a good coaching staff in LA and a solid team, good enough. Gerald whatever his last name is, he was evolving as a tight end last season. He was playing really good. I expect the Rams to be pretty good. So next they play the Miami Dolphins in Miami. And I feel like Miami's going to be a lot better. But at the same time, a lot better doesn't mean really good. It means better from where they were last season. And they were not good last season. But they got 2 on the draft, offensive tackle. Byron Jones from the Cowboys, a really good offseason, really good draft. So I do believe Miami Dolphins are going to be a better team. But I do think the Seattle Seahawks are going to win this game. Just because they are definitely the better team in the matchup. And it's not hard to play in Miami. So next, they play the Philadelphia Eagles. And we saw this matchup twice last year in Philly, twice. And you already know who won both those games. Seahawks did. And they were both the same score. It probably would have been a different outcome if Carson Wentz was playing in that wild card game, but he wasn't. And with Carson Wentz getting Jalen Reagor with a really, really bad draft, Jalen Hurts, I don't understand why the Eagles did that. Really made no sense for me. And they're hyped about getting Marquise Goodwin for some reason, even though he only had one good season and wasn't even that good. And he played for the 49ers, so Seahawks already got a background on him. No shot for Philly winning this game. Maybe on the defense if the Darius Slay stops the offense. We'll see. But I'm going to have to give the Seahawks the W in Philadelphia. So next they play the San Francisco 49ers at San Francisco. And I do believe that the 49ers are going to win this game. It is at home for them. They are a really good team, obviously. They were in the Super Bowl. Actually, I don't really know who's going to win where, but Seattle actually outcompeted them last season, but they got scammed. They got scammed at home for that playoff win. Sorry, it's for the division win. That was really stupid. They didn't really get scammed. They screwed themselves over. I don't think home field advantage matters in this rivalry, but just because it's at home for the 49ers, I'm just going to give it to them. Doesn't really matter. I think these teams are really good and probably should beat each other each next season. So that is it for all the road games. Oh wait, actually I'm missing one. They play at Washington Redskins. No doubt about it. Easy win for the Seattle Seahawks. Not a good team. Washington got Chase Young, but no shot at being a better team next season. Ron Rivera wasn't even a good coach last year. And QB battle is going to happen between Dwayne Haskins and Kyle Allen. So rip that. Not a good team. Don't expect them to be good. Easy win for the Seahawks. So that is actually a really good road record at 6-2. So looking at their home schedule is actually very favorable for them because they play the better teams at home. So next, starting with their home games, they play the Arizona Cardinals once again. I do believe they're going to win this game. It's at home. We saw the Cardinals beat them in Seattle last season. They destroyed them, actually. I would not be surprised if this happened again in Arizona or in Seattle. But I just got that gut feeling that Seattle's going to outcompete them twice next season. It's nothing really else than that. I can't really explain why. I think the Cardinals are going to be really good. I hope to make the playoffs with DeAndre Hopkins. Freaking Kyler Murray, dude. Kenyon Drake, really good for that team. So we'll see. I think the Cardinals could win this game, but I don't think so. So I'm going to give the win to the Seahawks. So next they play the Los Angeles Rams at home. And they lost to them earlier, so I'm going to have to give them the win this time. It's at home. I do believe the Rams aren't as good as the Seahawks, but they always outcompete them in every game they play. So I won't be surprised if this happens again. But I'm going to have to give the Seahawks the win just because it's at home. The last division game, at home against the 49ers. I also believe they're going to win this game. They lost earlier in the season. They should win this game. It's kind of common sense. They split the series 1-1. Home field advantage in this rivalry, I honestly don't think it matters. So, but I still believe that they're going to split the series 1-1 just like they did last season. I believe they did. Yeah, I think they did. And that is it for the home games. Sorry, for the division home games. So continuing, they play the Dallas Cowboys at home. And I said this in my Cowboys video, I think the Seahawks are going to win. I think the Cowboys are going to be a lot better than they were last season. But I think the coaching staff is questionable now because Mike McCarthy didn't even play good like his last couple seasons in Green Bay. It's kind of embarrassing. They didn't even make the playoffs really, except for that one time where they played the Cowboys in the playoffs and got a last-second field goal. So we'll see. I think the Seattle Seahawks should win this game. It is at home. Easy win. So next they play the New York Giants. I also don't believe this is a good team. One of the worst teams in the league, in my opinion. So no doubt about it, easy win. Daniel Jones, horrible QB, but they got really good talent in New York. So I would not be surprised. New York played better, scored a lot of fantasy football points, but I cannot see them winning games. No defense there. So next they play the New England Patriots at home, and this could have been a good game if Tom Brady was still there, but he's not. And Patriots, they lost Tom Brady, bro. Garbage team now, honestly. I don't even think they're going to make the playoffs. Actually, they probably will, but yeah, so rip the Patriots. Easy win for the Seahawks. And next they play the New York Jets. I think the New York Jets are better than the New York Giants because their defense is a lot better with Jamal Adams. I think the Jets could give them a run for their money, but not really. It's in Seattle. Easy win for the Seahawks. No doubt about it. And we saw this last season. Seahawks versus Vikings in Monday Night Football. Kirk Cousins he's garbage in prime time. It's common sense. He's never won a game in prime time. It's kind of sad, honestly. So, even though the Vikings should have won that game last season, I don't think they're going to win this game either because they lost Mackenzie Alexander, Xavier Rhodes, and Stephon Diggs. But they replaced Stephon Diggs in the draft, which was really good with Justin Jefferson. That was really it. So, rip defense. Offense probably going to be a little bit, probably just a fraction worse, but it doesn't really matter. It's pretty solid. Kirk Cousins is inconsistent, but rip. So, win for the Seattle Seahawks. And I believe that is it. So, that is actually a 14-2 record. If there's any games that I think are going to go another way, it's going to be at Arizona, where I think they could lose, at Philadelphia or at Buffalo. They could easily lose all those games, but I feel like they're going to clutch out and get the W's. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll be posting every other team. So yeah, thanks for watching. Adios.